Parts of a dimension. Let's take a look at some of the parts of a dimension. This is a simple drawing that you have yourself. You can go ahead and open this by going to your project files, opening a new design, navigating to your chapter 8, and opening about dimensions. I'm going to go ahead and close this for myself. Once you open this, this is what you should see. There are just some simple dimensions already placed on this random shape and a couple of rectangles. Nothing too fancy or particular, but you can go ahead and play around with this yourself if you want to see how these dimensions change. And that's a little bit what we're going to look at right now. Dimensions have a few parts. They have an extension line right here. They have a dimension line. They have the text, which gives the dimension that we're looking at. And they also have arrowheads here. I'll go ahead and zoom in on the arrowhead so you can see them a bit better. There's the arrowhead that we have. I'll go ahead and double click to put everything into view. Now the way all this looks, the settings of the dimensions, are all controlled by the dimension style, which we'll be covering a little bit later. But it's important to note that each dimension that you place, if I select this one, if I select this one, or if I select one over here, or even this angle dimension here, it's all one associative unit. So what that means is each of these is joined together. I can go ahead and move these around with these grips. We'll cover how to edit these a little bit later as well. I just want you to see that the whole dimension itself is associative. We could go ahead and explode these as well if you want them to be individual components. So let's take a look at that. I'll go ahead and activate explode, and I'll select any one of these, maybe this one here in the top right corner. I'll select that object, and once I'm done selecting, I'll go ahead and press enter. We'll go ahead and look at the object again, and now you can see if I move it, this dimension text is no longer associated with the extension line, the dimension line, or the arrows themselves. We can move each individual part. If I grab this handle, I can move it here. I can even stretch this out a bit if I needed to, but typically we won't be doing that. I'll go ahead and undo the last few commands and try and put everything back together. Now I believe everything should be back the way it was. We'll be exploring all these methods a little bit further in later tutorials, but it's nice to know how dimensions work and to know that they're an associative object, one of the annotation objects as well.